And we're live.
Hi everyone.
Welcome
Good
to the
evening.
stream. Good evening to you.
How are you all? We hope you're okay and you had a nice weekend.
Yeah.
And that you found a way to stay occupied on this wonderful Monday.
Yeah. We had a very special weekend. I mean, you had a very special weekend.
It was my birthday.
It was her birthday. Yes.
My first. It was the best quarantine birthday of my life. Shall we do some introductions?
Yes, why not?
Okay, well, my name is Sophia. I come from London originally, but I have lived in Bologna for 4 years and I work at Myes Bologna Mille. I have worked there for 1.5 years.
And my name is Aaron. I'm from Ireland originally, and I've been living in Bologna for 4 years, and I've been working at Myes Bologna Mille for about 2.5 years.
So if you are joining us now, introduce yourselves to us. We're talking about films today. So tell us, do you prefer going to the cinema or watching films at home? And also tell us why.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself, your name, where do you come from? Maybe tell us where you are now. Maybe you are not in the city where you were born. And yeah, tell us about your film watching preferences. What do you prefer, Aaron?
I definitely prefer. So it depends on the film.
Okay.
I definitely prefer watching films at the cinema in general. But if it's a film that I'm not particularly interested in, or maybe if it's an old film, obviously I have to watch it at home. But for example, yeah, if it's a comedy, for example, I prefer to watch it at home.
Okay.
I prefer to watch at the cinema films that I know are spectacular.
Okay, you know? So films with a lot of special effects.
Maybe something like that, yes, or some great visuals.
Oh, okay. Also, I imagine the music. If the soundtrack is very good, you want to watch it at the cinema. All right, nice.
And what about you?
Well, for me, let's see first. Hi, Titi. Thank you for joining us from Bari. Nice.
Fantastic. Welcome.
And Titi says, I prefer watching movies at the cinema. Very nice. Why do you prefer the cinema, Titi? Tell us.
Hi, Valentina. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Valentina. Nice to see you. Tell us, where do you prefer watching films or movies and why? Well, actually, for me, for a long time, I preferred watching films at home because I can stay in my pajamas, which is important. Hi, Francesco from Milan. Thank you for joining us. So because you can stay in your pajamas, you can watch films on the sofa, you can eat what you want, you can drink what you want, you can pause if you need to go to the bathroom or take a break. So in general, in the past, I preferred watching films at home, but recently I have been going, well, recently I go to the cinema more often to watch very spectacular films. And now I appreciate more going to the cinema.
The experience.
Exactly.
The experience.
Titi says, but when I can't go to the cinema, I watch the movies on the PC at home. Nice.
Or on my PC at home.
And
I prefer watching films from my bed in my pajamas.
Yes. Let me write this. I prefer
watching, yes, with verbs like prefer, like, or
yeah, don't forget ing.
They have the ing form. And yeah, watching it from my bed in my pajamas.
Yeah, in my. How do you spell pajamas? I don't
with
even.
A J P.
No, wait. Then it's pajamas, like this.
Pajamas. Yeah.
Good. In my pajamas. Nice.
Yeah. Excellent.
How often do you go to the cinema?
Good question. Well, obviously not in this period, but in a normal period, maybe once a month, once or twice a month.
Okay, nice.
And what about you guys? Tell us in the comments as well. How often do you go to the cinema?
Yeah, we can add this question. here. How often do you go to the cinema? Obviously, not in this period, but in your
Normally,
normal lives.
in your normal life. Hi, Giordano.
Hi, Giordano. Thank you for joining us. Where are you from, Giordano? And how often do you go to the cinema?
And how often do you go to the cinema?
I think probably about the same. Probably approximately once a month. I will go to the cinema, and sometimes often when I go to the cinema, I do not pay for my ticket. I use my coupons from the supermarket, so I can get a free ticket for the cinema.
That's excellent. Yeah. That's excellent.
Nice.
Giordano is from Modena.
From Modena. Nice. You are very close to us. Tell us how often you go to the cinema, and also question was, if I can find it again.
It was, do you prefer watching films at home or at the cinema?
At the cinema, exactly. Valentina says, I don't remember going to the cinema. So I prefer watching films in my bed.
Okay.
Yeah, the same for me. I like to be comfortable when I am watching films. So for me, often it is better to be in my bed, in my pajamas, on the sofa. I always get very, very embarrassed in the cinema when I want to eat. When I want to eat popcorn or eat crisps in the cinema, I'm very, very quiet and careful because I am embarrassed that everybody can hear
you.
Me.
Yeah.
So another advantage of watching films at home is you can eat whatever you want.
But then that's another problem because when you're eating, it's difficult to hear the film, so you need to put subtitles. And Francesca says, I prefer going to the cinema only if I have, I suppose, supermarket coupons. Okay.
Esselunga points for the free cinema.
For the free cinema tickets, yes. We do it as well. It's great. It is. Great way to use your points at the supermarket.
Also, there is the cinema is just so much more fun. It's more satisfying if Salunga. But the cinema is better when it's free.
It is. I think anything is better when it's free.
Sole is here as well.
Hi, Sole.
Also, when you open the Coca-Cola bottle, exactly, yes, it's a problem. Or the wine bottle, when you open the wine bottle in the cinema and everyone hears it. When I eat and watch movies, my T volume is 80. Yeah, when I eat and watch movies, I have the subtitles. Even in English, for me, it's necessary. Other ways in which I am an old woman, I always leave the subtitles on because I cannot hear.
Yeah.
Shall we
let's have a look at our focus.
All right.
We have a focus today about describing a film.
Exactly.
This is why we're asking you about your film viewing habits.
Yeah. So in this focus activity, we will do describing the details of a film. We will talk about our favorite film genres, and we will ask questions about films.
Excellent.
So.
Questions. Favorite movie? Favorite genre?
Good. Giordano says, I don't go. Remember that he says, I don't go on cinema. Remember that we always use go and to, Giordano. Yes. Okay. So I don't go to the cinema.
Exactly. In general, every time you use go, the preposition you need is to.
Always.
Okay? Go to the cinema, go to the restaurant.
Yeah, 99% of the time.
Guys, but the most embarrassing moment is when you are in the cinema and you have to go to the bathroom. It's true. It's true. And so you need to duck.
Yeah. This is a good word, actually. We'll put this up. To duck, it's a verb. Yes. It means to, I'll put lower your head. So people cannot see you.
So obviously as a noun, it is an animal, but as a verb, to duck is...
like this. So To duck. I wanted to show it as well. To lower your head so people cannot see you. Yes, in fact, this is quite embarrassing. And you try to go very, very quickly, but also you have to be careful. So it's just awkward.
It's very awkward, yes.
So think about your favorite film or movie, if you prefer American, and tell us what is the title and why do you like it. If you do not have a favorite film, choose one that you like very, very much.
Or choose one you've seen recently, if you're...
So my favorite film recently is Interstellar. The title is Interstellar, and I like it because it is science fiction, but it is also quite realistic. I thought it talked about possibilities, and it was very, very emotional. In fact, it was devastating, emotionally devastating. I think I cried maybe 5 times in this film.
Wow.
Yeah. And also, I have very good memories of when I saw Interstellar because I did not see it in the cinema and I did not see it at home.
Where did you see it?
I saw it in the central square, in the main square in Bologna, in the summer cinema. So it was open cinema. And so I was watching Interstellar, and up I could see the stars, the real stars. So it was a very fantastic, emotional experience.
And it was for the anniversary. It was is it the 50-year anniversary? I think so. Of the lunar landing.
Okay. So they had
because it was 2019 and it was 1969 when they landed on the moon.
So it was the open air cinema. I'll put this up.
And we have some answers. We have Giordano saying, I love the Green Mile.
Green Mile, yes.
Green Mile. I've heard of this, but I haven't seen it.
It's a fantastic film with Tom Hanks. And but tell us, Giordano, why do you like it? Tell us why you like this film. Francesco says, my favorite film is Pulp Fiction. It's fantastic. Yes.
Pulp Fiction is very, very
It's a fantastic film.
Absolutely, yes.
Sole says, one of my favorite movies. Remember, Sole, you say one of my favorite movies, plural, is Leon. Yes. Or Kill Bill. Very nice.
2 very different films.
No, Leon is they're both very violent. Yeah, they're both quite violent. Leon the Professional is the film with Natalie Portman.
Oh, you were telling me about that.
So Natalie Portman's first film. So both quite violent with some very extravagant characters as well. Good choices.
I've never actually seen Leon, but I do want to see it. I really like Natalie Portman. So.
My favorite film is 300. Nice choice.
Very good choice. Welcome, Massimo.
Hi, Massimo. Nice to see you.
I think it's directed by Zack Snyder. It's very good.
It's the one he also did. No, 300. Yeah, it's the one with it's kind of half real, half computer animated, or like augmented somehow with the Spartans.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I should have let you say it instead, Sole. I'm sorry. Nice. What about you, Aaron? Tell us about a film you like.
Star Wars, of course. I cannot miss this opportunity to talk about. So, I always find some way of talking about Star Wars in my webinars or in my lessons in general. So, of course, one of my favorite films is Star Wars. I love all of them. In particular, my favorite is Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. It's obviously of the original trilogy, and it's just fantastic, But the entire saga is. Thank you. Applause for Star. Thank you. You see, people appreciate the real life.
I certainly appreciate it. And why do you like it?
It's a great adventure. and it has some really great characters and a really interesting universe.
That's a nice one.
Sole asks, do you like independent movies?
Let me go back a little bit first. Let's respond to Valentina. One of my favorite films is The Blind Side. I don't know this film, Valentina. Can you tell us why you like it?
Tell us more.
Marco says, my favorite movie is 8.5. Fellini's movies, unbelievable and dreamlike.
Wow,
yes.
Very good adjectives.
We can also say it's quite surrealist, this film. Do you like independent movies? For example, as you probably have your answer already, Sole. I can't think of any examples of independent movies, so I will say probably no.
I don't know. It really depends how what you consider an independent movie.
Yeah.
I suppose it's an independent filmmaker. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I know that some very famous films have started as independent movies.
Films, yeah. Give us some examples, Sole, and then maybe we can respond.
Parasite. I don't know if it's an independent movie or not. I think so, possibly.
Yeah. Massimo says, I also like The Silence of the Lambs. That is a fantastic film.
Very good choice.
And,
very good choice.
Anthony Hopkins is one of my favorite actors.
He's very, very good, yeah. Parasite. I haven't seen Parasite. No. Everybody says that it is fantastic.
Yeah, we wanted to see it, but then the quarantine happened instead. So
we didn't go.
We didn't go to see it. Sole, is Parasite an independent movie? Maybe you can help to resolve the problem. And let's have some ideas. Maybe we can have a brainstorm.
Exactly.
Of movie genres.
Yes, movie genres. In English, we adopt the French word,
exactly.
And it's the type of film.
Yeah. Exactly. So maybe you can pronounce. You can practice your pronunciation at home. Okay, it starts with G, but it's not J like an English J. Try to remember from school your French lessons and be French with this genre. Okay, so take a moment now and practice this at home. Genre.
Marco asks, I've never seen Gone with the Wind, and you?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't, but
I have seen Gone with the Wind because in Gone with the Wind there is a very, very famous line, a classic movie quote. I'll put this up as well, quote, which is...
a quote is a famous line or a famous thing that somebody said.
A famous...
so, for example, from Star Wars, a famous quote is, "No, I am your father." Exactly.
So there is a famous quote in Gone with the Wind, which is, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." And I wanted to hear this line. So I watched the entire film, which is 4 hours long. 4 hours, and it's the last line in the film. So yeah.
Maybe that's why it's famous.
Maybe.
Because it's the last one.
It's a film with Sandra Bullock where she's the main character and adopts an Afro-American child. Okay, cool. I haven't heard of this film.
No, I haven't either.
I must admit, Sandra Bullock is not my favorite. No. But if you can convince me, Valentina, I will watch it. Lady Bird, that is a fantastic film.
I haven't seen that. It's with Saoirse Ronan, right?
Exactly, yeah. Lady Bird I liked a lot. Gummo, I don't know.
And Parasite, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I love the film Fantasy O.
Maybe...
Do you mean the genre, or is this a film title, Giordano? Can you explain? Do you think it's...
Maybe it's fantasy films in general. Another film I love is The Lord of the Rings.
The Lord of the Rings is fantastic. It's one of my favorites as well. So, tell us in the chat, write some comments. Let's collect together a big, long list of movie genres, okay?
So let's consider, Giordano, let's say fantasy, yeah?
Okay, cool. Let me make a Vanna.
Yeah. So tell us in the comments different types of movie genres. So not names of films, but types of films.
Exactly.
So, like for example, we said
there we go.
Leon. What genre is Leon? Would you say?
Oh, Once Upon a Time in America. Also, that is a fantastic film. This is a well, here's a genre. It's a gangster film. Okay, here's an idea for a genre: gangster.
Yeah, gangster film. Yeah. Genre. Don't know. So genre, gangster, fantasy.
I can't spell fantasy. Yes, I can.
Give us other
fantasy. Let's have some more ideas of different genres.
Different types of films. Yes.
Looking from our list of students who are participating, I don't think we have any romance fans.
Romantic movies.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know Titty. I don't know what Titty is like, but from the other students that I see, I can tell we don't have any romantic comedy fans. But I'll put this up as well. So either romance or romantic comedy. But not my favorite.
No, not
my favorite. What
is
your favorite genre?
Probably science fiction. In general. Yeah, I love Interstellar. I love trying to think of other films.
Science fiction films, like Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow is great.
Looper, all of these.
Looper is very good. Inception. I was trying to think.
Inception. Yeah. Oh, here we go. My favorite genres are fantasy, thriller, romance, and true story films. Very nice. Good. True story films, we can also say biopics. Okay. A biopic is a combination of two words. We take biography plus picture, which is a synonym for a film.
Yeah.
And we get a biopic.
Yes, picture is also synonym for film, which is why sometimes if you're watching the Oscars, they will announce best picture instead of best film or best movie.
My favorite genre is thriller. Very nice.
Thriller, excellent. Yes.
Definitely like thriller films.
I'm trying to think of I really love what's it called? Oh God, I have the name and The Departed. The Departed is an excellent. What is that face? What is that face?
I wasn't a big fan of The Departed. Maybe excellent. I didn't understand it.
The cast was amazing. Every single one in there. And
so Sole, I really hope that this is a list of general genres.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, real story, true story is better. Independent movie, drama, love story, horror, snuff movie, why? Fantasy, gangster, Bollywood, nice.
Bollywood, yeah.
I have never seen a Bollywood film.
I have never seen a Bollywood film.
Unless you want to include Slumdog Millionaire, which is a fantastic film.
Absolutely incredible. I don't know if it's technically Bollywood.
It's kind of like, I think it's, it deliberately takes from Bollywood without being a Bollywood film. Because like they include the dances, but I think it's self-conscious, like it's deliberate.
But is it an actual Indian film?
No, it's not.
Yes, there is DiCaprio in the cast. There is Matt Damon. There is
Matt Damon, DiCaprio. Isn't there also
Jack Nicholson?
Isn't Robert De Niro in it?
I don't know. I don't think so. But Jack Nicholson is in there. He is the mafia boss, and he is incredible. And
to see gangster and comedy, nice. And I think I didn't understand The Departed. Maybe I need to watch it again to understand it better.
It is so good.
But it does involve in the soundtrack, so in the music of this film, there is one of my favorite songs by Dropkick Murphys.
Oh, it's very good. Shipping Up to Boston. Incredible track.
Let's think of, so I think Sole pretty much covered them all. Fantasy, war, musical, adventure. Jack is my favorite actor. I love how it's not necessary to say Jack Nicholson. It's just Jack.
It's just my friend Jack. My friend Jack. Yeah. Jack Nicholson is an amazing actor. Absolutely.
He's scary sometimes.
He can be very scary. Yeah.
let's take this down. And so tell us, you told us about your favorite genres. Tell us also, what are your least favorite genres? So what genres do you not like? Let me write this up.
Yeah, for me, definitely romantic comedies. I do not like romantic comedies.
And why not?
I have never seen a romantic comedy that I've liked. Because also musicals. In general, I don't like musicals. In general. I'm trying to think if I've seen one that I liked, but no. Musicals I don't like particularly because I feel like the music is sometimes a distraction from the plot, from the story. So it's like I'm waiting there for about 5-6 minutes for them to stop to finish the song so that I can understand what's happening next.
Wait, so Sole says romantic comedy and horror because they aren't scary. So you don't like horror because it isn't scary?
Or do you not like certain horror movies that aren't scary?
Yeah. I agree with you. My least favorite are romantic comedy and musical. I only like one musical. One musical that I like is Sweeney Todd.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Grease.
Oh, well, do not talk to me about Grease. Oh my god. No, I hate Grease. But I like Sweeney Todd. Sweeney Todd is a musical and a horror together.
Oh.
So it's a splatter musical.
Oh my god.
And it's Johnny Depp. Is the protagonist is Johnny Depp. So it's a splatter musical starring Johnny Depp. Check it out. I'll write it in the comments. Sweeney Todd.
That sounds like an amazing combination.
So this is the one musical I like. I also don't like horrors because when I watch a movie, I want to relax. I don't want to cry baby.
And Jonas says, I hate HATE. I hate musicals and Bollywood films.
You're not a fan of the singing and the dancing, no. Jordan.
Well, technically, yeah. A lot of Bollywood films are in some way or another
They are musicals, yeah. It's a particular style of musical, but in general, they are musicals. Try Cry Baby.
Maybe it's the name of the film.
I have heard of it. I'll check it out, Sole. What was I saying? Yeah, horrors, because I want to relax when I'm watching a movie. I don't want to have nightmares. I once watched the trailer for a horror movie called The Nun, and I did not sleep for 3 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is how terrible I am. Let us know in the comments your least favorite genres. Write to us and let us know. We also have animation. I like animation.
Animation.
And I think we got the rest. Fantasy, action, musical,
Yeah, definitely. Animation is sometimes underestimated, but there are some very good animation films out there.
Shall we continue? Yeah, let's continue. So I think now we're going to the matching, maybe?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so this one?
The previous one.
This one, yes.
Excellent.
Okay.
We have some words on the left. No, that way.
Your other left. Words on the left.
And the definition on the right. I would like you in the comments to match them.
Yeah. Sole says the one that scared me the most. Yeah. Let me be careful of the spelling, Sole. Scared.
Was it chapter 1? I've never seen it. Are you talking about the new version or the original?
Yeah, is it the new version or the original version? Because I watched the new version of it, and it was the scariest thing I have ever watched.
Yeah.
Like, it was genuinely terrifying because it's not jump scares. It's genuinely scary. No, they're like the actual things you see are scary. Yeah, the new version. I did not have fun.
I know.
So I did not enjoy myself watching that.
I think I saw the trailer, but it looks pretty scary.
Yeah.
And Massimo agrees as well with animation.
Yeah, very nice. So we have on the left title, genre, setting, soundtrack, director, and plot.
Remember, it's a director.
Yes.
The pronunciation. We have the story of the film, the music of the film, when and where the movie takes place, so where the story is, and the person who makes the film, the type of film, and the name of the film.
Exactly. So let's match together in the comments the word on the left with the definition on the right. Okay?
Exactly.
So yeah, let us know what you think.
Yeah.
Genre is the type of film. Very nice. Good job. Unfortunately, they go in order, so I cannot.
Exactly, yeah.
You are correct.
You're correct. Genre is the type of film. Excellent. Like we said before, remember the pronunciation is genre.
Yeah, be French.
Be French, yeah. Which is strange. Usually with French words in English, we pronounce them in an English way. But in this case, no.
I'm trying to think of other examples. But
setting, where, and when the film takes place.
Very nice.
Excellent. So, for example, Star Wars is set a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
I see what you did there. Good. So we have the genre and we have the setting. What do we think for the others? Title, soundtrack, director, and plot. Let us know what you think is the meaning.
Exactly. Yeah, we have title, soundtrack, director, and plot.
I'll give you guys the first one. So the title is essentially the name
of the film. As we said, genre, well done, is the type of film. The setting is where or when the film takes place.
Exactly. So we've got 3 left.
We're missing soundtrack, director, and plot.
What films have good soundtracks? Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction has a very good soundtrack. I'm trying to think of Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess it's
great
true.
Soundtrack. Yeah. The composer is John Williams.
The director is the person who makes the film. Very nice, Francesco. Some directors, some very famous directors, are people whose names I cannot remember now. Famous directors.
Okay. Steven Spielberg.
Okay. Yes.
Peter Jackson.
There you go. Yes. Yeah, Pulp Fiction soundtrack, absolutely.
It's something special. Game of Thrones. The soundtrack is very, very good.
Absolutely.
It was the only good thing about the final season.
Let's not. Do not open that trauma again.
Plot the story of the film.
Very good.
Excellent.
Francesco. And that means I'm just going to reveal. So soundtrack is the
music of the film. The director is the person who makes it, and the plot is the story of the film. Probably my favorite director is Christopher Nolan. Every film that he's made, I've loved.
Is he the one who did Dunkirk?
Yes.
Who did 1917?
Sam
Mendes. Yeah. So let's talk a bit more about the setting. So the expression we need for the setting is it takes place in. Okay. Attention that here take is the verb. So it, the film, we need third person. It takes place in. Remember that it's the place and also the time. Okay, so for example, Interstellar, one of my favorite films, takes place in America and also in space. It takes place in the future, but not the distant future, in the near future. We can also talk about the main actors. So the main actors are my future husband. I'm sorry. My future husband, Matthew McConaughey. Matthew, if you're listening, you know. And also Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, yes. Anne Hathaway.
And the director is Christopher Nolan.
Yes, yeah. Christopher Nolan. I don't know. Let's talk about The Lord of the Rings.
Go for it.
The Lord of the Rings is set in Middle Earth, which is it takes place. I'm sorry. It takes
I have to reveal now.
It takes place in Middle Earth, which is a fictional land. It takes place in the Third Age, and the main actors are Viggo Mortensen, Orlando Bloom. Is that your another future husband?
When I was a teenager, I was in love with Orlando Bloom. Yeah.
Who else is in this film? Who plays Gandalf?
That's what I was thinking as well.
He's very famous.
Well, Christopher Wren. So Christopher Wren is no.
It's Christopher Lee.
Yes, Saruman. Is Saruman. So Christopher Lee and Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen. There we go. Yes, an excellent actor as well.
Yeah, and of course, Frodo is.
Yes, I know him as well.
It's not Elliot.
No, Elijah.
Elijah Wood. There you go. How do you pronounce
Elijah?
I say Elijah. No, Elijah. Correct.
Elijah Wood.
And the director is
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson. So let's have tell us also about your favorite films or films that you like very much. Let's practice using this expression, this verb. It takes place in. Tell us where. Tell us when. Tell us who are the main actors, and tell us who is the director of your favorite film.
Let's talk about maybe another famous film, Django.
Django Unchained. That's a good one. Yeah.
Very good film.
So it takes place in America.
Yes.
In which state?
I can't remember. It's in the South.
In the South, yeah. Maybe Alabama or South Carolina or one of these states. Yeah.
And it takes place in maybe the 1800s?
Maybe the late 1800s, yes. 1800s, I think so.
And the main actors are, is it Jamie Foxx?
It's Jamie Lee Fox, yes. And Leonardo DiCaprio,
Leonardo DiCaprio. There's Samuel L. Jackson. Like most Tarantino films.
There aren't any actresses in it apart from Django's wife, but she has quite a small role.
Yeah, she has a very small role.
Yeah. And it's not often that Leonardo DiCaprio plays an evil character, a bad character, but damn, when Leonardo DiCaprio plays a bad character, he's a bad character. Yeah.
He was very, very good in this.
Django.
Here we go. Solis says Kill Bill is set in America, in a church in Japan, in a roulette, I would say in a casino.
In a casino, yeah.
And in a coffin, yes.
Yeah, good.
It's true. There is Tarantino. The main actress is Uma Thurman, yes. Yeah. Again, Uma, my friend Uma.
Yeah. Uma Thurman isn't in Django. It's surprising also to have a Tarantino film without Uma Thurman.
She wasn't in that many.
Oh, maybe it was just.
She was in Django and Kill Bill.
Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill.
Sorry, yes, Pulp Fiction and Kill Bill. Yeah.
And also John Travolta is John Travolta was only in, or was he in Reservoir Dogs as well? I feel like John Travolta was maybe in Reservoir Dogs. Tell us also in the comments 4 sentences. Tell us where and when does the film take place. Tell us who are the main actors, and tell us who is the director of your favorite film. I will talk also about another favorite film, which is Fight Club.
Ooh.
Fight Club takes place in, I think it's Los Angeles, the city. Possibly Los Angeles? I don't know. It takes place in an American city. It takes place in modern times, so it was written. I think it was made in the early 2000s, so it takes place in the present. The main actors are Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, and the director, I actually don't know the director of Pulp Fiction.
Sorry, of Fight Club.
Of Fight Club. I don't know the director. The book was written by Chuck something. Chuck Palahniuk was the writer of the book, but I don't remember the director of the film.
Marcus says, my favorite film takes place in the 60s, 70s. It's not necessary to say years. In the 60s or in the 70s. We use the apostrophe S.
Yeah, so we can say the 60s
or 70s. The main actor is Mastroianni. And the director is Fellini. Guess. Okay, excellent.
Oh, challenge accepted,
Challenge
Marco.
accepted, yes. This was actually our next activity.
Yeah, this was actually, you anticipated our next activity. The main actor is Mastroianni. Is it 8.5 or... wait, can you tell us which city does it take place in? Tell us the city.
In what city does it take place? David Fisher, I think, is the director.
The Uma daughter. Okay, hold on, Sole. Use your possessive. By the way, Uma's apostrophe S, Uma's daughter, is in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I didn't know. I knew that she was. Is it her? Is she in Stranger Things? In the third season of Stranger Things, I think.
Maybe.
It may have been Uma's.
David Fisher. Is that the director of Fight Club?
I think so, yeah.
I think so too. Let's see what Titi says. My favorite movie is I can't pronounce that.
Bicentennial. We don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry, Titi. I have never said that word before. It takes place, in 2005 in the USA. The main actor is Robin Williams.
What a great actor.
The director is Chris Columbus. The plot comes from a short novel written by Isaac Asimov.
Oh yes, I know this film.
Yeah.
It's where Robin Williams plays a robot.
Okay.
And he's trying to basically demonstrate. He's trying to marry, I think, a woman. And so he needs to demonstrate that he is human to be able to marry her. It's a very good film.
Wow.
And I very much like Isaac Asimov as an author.
Yeah, very nice. Good job, Titi. That's very, very good.
Hi, Antonio.
Hi, Antonio. Thank you for joining us.
So, Antonio, we are describing... Oh, don't worry. We are describing films.
Yes.
So tell us where it takes place. Oh, he knows about your birthday.
Oh yeah, I told you all my students know about my birthday. Oh, it was 8.5. Nice. So is it which city is it set in, Marco? I don't remember if it is Rome or Modena where it's set. My birthday was wonderful, Antonio. I had lots of surprises. I had a surprise birthday party on Zoom on the computer. It was fantastic. Thank you for asking. I also had a lot of cake and balloons. There are balloons everywhere in my apartment. So yeah, tell us more about, tell us about another film. You told us if you already wrote about your first favorite film, tell us about your second favorite film.
And don't tell us the title.
Oh yeah, let's make it a game. Don't tell us the title. Just describe the film and we will try to guess, okay?
Jolana said, my favorite film is Green Mile. It takes place in America, but I don't remember the director. Okay, remember that it takes place.
Exactly.
Excellent. So, Antonio, as I was saying, we're describing films without the title, so we need to guess. We're using the phrase "it takes place" to talk about where the film happens, right?
Yeah. I'm doing some corrections here for Giordano.
And Antonio says, my favorite actors are Robert Downey Jr. and Dwayne Johnson.
Okay, good. Don't forget to tell us also about a film. I'm trying to get rid of these.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay, go.
The film. Oh wait, let me see if I remember the director. Okay. Anyway, the film takes place on a planet, a different planet from Earth.
Okay.
Okay. It takes place in the future.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the main actor, but it is the same director of Titanic.
That was a terrible. That was terrible. The only one is Matt Damon in it.
I don't think so. Who is the director of Titanic?
Christopher.
No. It's I can't think of the director of Titanic.
Oh, Titty's good at it!
Yes, well done. It is Avatar. Well done.
Oh, that's fantastic. Nice
Excellent.
job. James Cameron.
James Cameron. There you go.
Yeah.
Well done.
I don't know if...
no, not Passengers, unfortunately.
It's
no.
easier.
Avatar. Look, they all guessed it.
Is Passenger another? Oh, wow. Guys, you're better at this than I am.
You see?
Solid says he is a man that doesn't know anything about himself. Okay, can you tell us maybe, Solid, some more details about the setting, when, where? Tell us the main actor. I have one idea, but I want more details first. Guys, it's your turn. Tell us in the comments. Do not tell us the title. Tell us when, where, the actors, and we will try to guess what film you are talking about.
Go ahead.
Oh, I have to think of one though. Nah, I have to think of a film now, and it's difficult when you
of course, exactly.
are told to think of a film.
Suddenly you don't remember any film you've ever seen.
He's in the past and the future. He has, careful Sole, a lot of lives. I have no idea. Tell us maybe
honestly, if you
a director, an actor, maybe.
In the past and the future, could it be Cloud Atlas? Because I remember Cloud Atlas is in different time periods.
Maybe. Okay, let me think. I'll do quite an obvious one. It takes place in London and in Scotland, and it takes place in the present. The main characters, the main actors are Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson and Rupert Grint, and there are many directors, and I don't know the names of the directors, but I think only with the actors it's very easy to find
obvious.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And we have Antonio saying there are many superheroes. The main actor dies. I'm thinking. Can
you tell us? Yes, Titty's got it again. Harry Potter. Nice job. Titty's awake. She's on it. I know this one, Solid. This is Mr. Nobody. I love that film, and you need to watch it.
Yes.
Mr. Nobody, the one with Jared Leto.
Yes.
It's a fantastic film.
And as it takes place on planet Earth, but not only. I think he's talking about Avengers, possibly Avengers Endgame, maybe.
Okay, we will see. Antonio, is it Avengers Endgame?
I have another one. It takes place. Harry Potter. It takes place on planet Earth, in particular in Los Angeles.
Okay.
It takes place in the in the future for when the film was made, but it's actually past. I think it was maybe 2019 or 2016. The main actors, the main actor is Harrison Ford, and the director is, I think it's Ridley Scott, if I remember correctly.
Let's, you got it right. And Solid says Back to the Future, is it?
It's not Back to the Future.
Let's do one last one from Marco. This will be the last one, guys. The main actor is Robin Williams. It takes place in England. The director was Peter Weir. I don't know.
Could it possibly be? It's the one with Matt Damon.
A Beautiful Mind.
Maybe.
A Beautiful Mind.
Because I'm pretty sure it takes place in England.
Oh no! Wait, is that the title? A Beautiful Mind with Robin Williams? Oh no, A Beautiful Mind was with
Russell Crowe.
It was with Russell Crowe. It was the other one. Talented Mr. Ripley. The Talented Mr. Ripley? I don't know.
It's not Indiana Jones. We need to tell you because unfortunately we're running out of time.
We have to finish.
What I was talking about was Blade Runner.
Blade Runner. Nice. Marco, please tell us the title of this film because we have super anxiety to know.
Exactly.
So don't forget, the music of a film is the soundtrack, the plot is the story. The setting is when and where, and be careful of your pronunciation of these two words. The type of film is the
genre,
and the person who makes the film
is the director.
Exactly.
In Italian, they say l'attribuzione. I don't know it in English though.
We will look it up. All right, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us.
Have a great evening.
This was wonderful.
Bye.
Bye-bye.